Hello everyone, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. So, do we have natural gas in here? How's that happening? Interesting. Anyway, yeah, I'm calmer now. I've relaxed a bit. I do think that we need to consolidate. We need to come back and make this work. We've been trying to expand, and we're not ready to expand. We need to see the basics. We need more oxygen in the base. This is no good. We need to have wider areas cleaned out. Like, this is probably the first time I've never not cleared out my first biome. But the problem was, are these little pips. Because we spent like the first 20-30 cycles just messing with pips. And it kind of set the tone for the rest of the game. And I kind of regret it now. I think we need to, well, let the pips do their thing. Well, eventually, we're happy with the glossies. I'm definitely going to mess with my hatches. But, yeah, a lot of this needs to change. Anyway, for now, I'm really getting annoyed with that constant sound of those falling down. Let's see, what are the different power requirements? 240, and this is 600. You know what? Let's just double that up. And we can automate it off the same thing. And a double wire, a conductive wire will be sufficient. Just get it all replaced. Because this is not quite able to keep them on full time. It's a little frustrating. And, okay, but definitely, this whole thing, this was just a complete failure. Trying to get shine bugs, I was using them in the hopes of getting, like, eggs that we could then eat. But, I don't know, it didn't work out that way. If nothing else, we have been getting a lot of egg shells. But the final things are always glum, overcrowded, and cramped, and all that. Nah, it's no good. Here, let's get this power going up here. We have a plan. Once this is done, we're gonna do some rethinking. We're not gonna tear down everything like I've been doing in other places, but we're definitely gonna do some thinking. It would be good food. Just crack a few. But yeah, I think part of it's just we're spending too much time getting spread out, and that means we're gonna have to run around everywhere. We should get this done, by the way. Our little memorial. And until we, yeah, I don't get how this works necessarily, and this is not quite going yet. I think we're gonna just pull back, just pull everything back, and we're gonna figure it out. And we're gonna deal with food, deal with air, deal with power, and then we'll start trying to go for more exotic materials. Like steel. Which is not that exotic, but you know, we do what we can. Come on guys, get this going. We need a door on that. We just lost a dupe, and it makes me very frustrated because it was so unnecessary. It was my own damn fault, though. Poor Ashkan. I didn't tell them to build things in the right order. I think I just got these two stuck also, but they're gonna get back out. They'll be okay. There. This is where we'll put our starting wheel. Just to get the whole thing started. Let's see. We can just hook it in like this. Well, I should probably use conductive, just in case. Alright. So what other messes are there in my base? I've got some bleach stone just sitting there emitting chlorine into the base. Should be bringing it down here. Oh, is this not accessible anymore? Since we built this pump, probably. Okay. We can fix that. Like, there's not even oxygen in their sleeping space. We're gonna need to build a new sleeping space up here somewhere, I'm thinking. Yeah. Oops. This is still making noise. Why? That doesn't have the coal it needs. Higher priority, please. There you go. Now it should actually fill this up a little bit. Good, good. It's going down slowly. Because of, these are having problems. Let's just get rid of that. Get rid of this. Or, well, let's just disable it for now. The science is off. Everything else is mostly off. This is still on. We could just turn it on briefly for a little bit. But whatever, whatever. It's not a big deal. Look at all these hatches. We got 24 in this room. And for the most part, it's not that big of a problem. But it makes it hard to get them all, what's it? Gets them all groomed. What are you guys doing? Oh, that's Frankie's. Just coming out here to deal with this. I thought that was the one that was ranching, but no, they just got confused. Or rather, they confused me. And now you got yourself stuck. But it was not fatal. Okay, all this. Get done. I never put a battery. Never decided where the battery was going to go. Where should we put that? Up here would kind of make sense, but then it's hard to get the wire to it. It should still work. Yeah. So like if this line has enough power, well, it's only giving off 1,000. That's 240. That's 120. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Then we can just use one of these wires. And we'll use some automation to send it down to these. And turn it off when it gets too high. Are you cold? You're getting wet. That's the issue. Just get rid of that little bit of seawater there. You're tuning this up even though it's not able to go yet, but that's okay. There. All this needs to happen. I don't think they're getting cold. It's like, it's nice and warm in here. I think it was just this little bit here that was causing problems. Okay, so you're sorting natural gas. Yeah, we already got that. See, this is over pressure right now, so we're wasting precious gas. I know, food shortage. I know. Here, kill that hatch. And that Draco. Do I have anybody who can kill? It used to be Ashkan, now it's Frankie now. Now Travaldo can do it also, never mind. Not quite ready, but almost. We are just dumping this down into the world. But that's okay. There we go. Poor Otto. My entire base has slime lung in it. I really need to do a cleanse of some sort. Alright, you're gonna only do if the battery is below 5%. These will be on if the battery is below 70%. Right up to 90. So it's gonna be on most of the time. Look at this. Pips are down to only 1 and 5. How did that happen? We ate too many eggs. I'm just trying to look for all wheels I have that they're wasting their time on. Alright. That's going, this is going, it's all going. Perfect! Didn't I see a... yeah, there it is. It's wild. So that's a thought. I could... I'm not seeing an easy way to make that happen. To have, like, tame pips in this one and wild pips up there. I don't think that's gonna work. And that's why they're all going this way, because they're different levels. Here, make both of those 7. And go ahead and get the tame one, and we'll just shove it in. And this should be off. You shouldn't be doing this. Deconstruct that building. And stop feeding them. Bunch of coal. We're using coal primarily. I mean, we have a bunch of hatches making stuff, but I think I'll keep taking some coal. Alright, what's not working here yet? It's all working fine. It's just disabled because the battery's full. Fair enough. Okay, that's powering our base now. Perfect. So, I'm not going to do one of the dramatic teardown things I did in the previous times I've played this. I am going to just start building a new place right up here. And how did I miss that? In fact, I'm kind of not feeling this barrier here. I might just want to push right past it. Let's do that. We'll get all the dirty water right down here from up there. Don't do the top layer yet. And food is an issue, so I want to keep expanding this just a little bit. We'll probably end up moving it. We'll put it somewhere else. But for now, we can just do it here. Alright, and I want to use this to make some, get some nice oxygen production going. So we've done like a little weak version of this over here. Do I mind spilling that water on the ground? It's not ideal. Let's just store it somewhere. So, scalding. What are you doing way down here? You were just investigating this area. I guess we stored something down here. Anyway. What are you doing now? My dupes do the strangest things. Oh! Oh, okay. There. That'll help. Oh, they're getting the slime, because we make them get the slime out of the way. This area is not that important to get slime. Let me build a door and tell them they're not allowed to go through it. I know, scalding. Duplicants have died. Ashkan. Yeah, I already know about that. Alright. Let's rip all this out. But I wanted to store it in a box. Store the water in a box for the moment. So disable that building, and then we'll extend this like this. Oops. Then we can rip all this out. We'll probably end up rebuilding this, but for now we can get rid of it. Get rid of all the power. And when this finishes, we'll get rid of the pipes. Get rid of this and that. Alright. How's this going? Got another saltwater geyser right there. Okay. Well, we have so much water on this map. It's quite a blessing. How's our temps? Up here, it's a little hot. We're gonna have trouble planting right there. But we should be able to get some decent yields. Over on this side. And in general. It's the hydrogen that's the problem. If we just raise this up a bit, I bet it'll be fine. Alright, get rid of the door. The ladders. pipes are empty. Good. Get rid of all that. I'm about to tell them to go and rebuild that ladder, but no, that's okay. We'll rebuild it from the sides. So what I'm imagining, let's see, how much does this produce? This produces 10 kilograms of salt water per second. A desalinator can handle 5 kilograms. So we should have 2 of these, and that's going to produce, that will give us, let's see, yeah, that's 10. So 2 desalinators will give us not quite, wait a minute, what's the 2 different waters? Depending on whether it's brine or salt water. I'm going to assume that this is the salt water, and that's brine, since it's more salty. So we're going to get not quite 5k, well, we could get up to 10k per second. Do we need that? Let's see. The electrolyzers, no need to go crazy on them. I know I've always looked at this, I should write it down somewhere. So an electrolyzer needs 100. So we could, in theory, support 10 of those. I don't think we need that many electrolyzers. Instead, why don't we aim for 4? That seems good. And then maybe we can double it up in the future. Anyway. Here, get rid of all this. And get rid of all that too, please. And we can build, get rid of those. I'm just kind of imagining this area will just turn into a big electrolyzer place. And I'm totally gonna just take this all the way out to here. I'm just gonna knock out the entire area. Here, let's place that. It's not a problem to do so. We're gonna have a little bit of water here, but we can deal with that. Just to keep our dupes busy. Although they are quite busy all the time anyway. But that's okay. Okay. Our power situation is much improved. Even though we have all of this turned off right now, which is great. We're not making anywhere near as much CO2. We'll give our slickers some time to perhaps even take some of the CO2 away, which would be pretty awesome. Although none of it can get down because this is all wet. We are starving because we are not producing anywhere near enough food. Now that these guys aren't giving us the eggs we want. We can always kill random hatches, but I kind of don't want to. I want them to be a food source in the future. Kill some Drekos. Alright. Should I make another layer of these? Probably not here. We need to decide where we're gonna... But I do think we're gonna eventually have a nice little farm of mealwood. Just because it works so well. It's so convenient. In fact, maybe we can just put that there. Like down here. I think these got harvested maybe 4 or 5 times across the entire game. It was a bit of a waste. build a little ladder going up to here. That's actually will do fine. We just need to be able to get up on top of that. I think they can get up on top of that, right? From there to there? As long as we have a ladder here. Or even just ground. I think it'll work. How's the temp? Temp's nice and good down here. We're gonna get some nice food. We've been very rancher heavy, which is a bit of a mistake. We'll have to get some more farmers. Although we're going to need a bunch of ranchers. I would like to eventually move into meat as our primary food source. So lots of barbecue, rather than the omelets we've been doing right now. And we'll get there eventually. Alright. So we're starting to hack away over here. Let's leave this one not like that until we can deal with the water. Until we're making sure we're handling the water in a better way. So, get the lower area first. Alright, we got quite a bit of mealwood out there now. What do we got? We have another hatchling. Perfect. I should designate that you should use lead to get it going. And this needs to be high priority, but not super high priority. I'm surprised that these went idle right away. I thought we had a lot of things that were not working. I guess now that we're stopped, we kind of left all this alone. Not much is being consumed. Well, go and do some more research. Might as well. Just get something else. Now that's not happening the way I thought it would. No, that's fine. Yeah, because this is here. All right, and then over in this world, right here. Do I want to wait until I have more room, or should I just build it now? Let's wait till we have more room. I'll feel better once we have a nice big open area. Although at the same time, with nice big open area, we're gonna have trouble getting the oxygen to fill it. Maybe we should do this first. Yeah, I'm liking that. That's a priority. This. So get all this stuff. Let me think about how it's gonna look. Right here. So. I'm thinking something like this, where, let's see, each electrolyzer needs two sets, so a single gas pump can pull out 500, an electrolyzer makes 888 of one thing and 122 of another thing, or something like that. That's the hydrogen and oxygen. So we need two for, kind of three, kind of like 2 and a bit for each of them. And I'm going to try something that I saw on Reddit, where we don't have to actually use the sorting, because we'll just control the timing so that there's always enough hydrogen at the top for it never to mix. So we just go like Let's see, like this. And I'll put 2 over here. Okay, and then for vents... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this gonna work? How much hydrogen do these make? 112. So 4 of them will be enough for 1 of these to go full time, pretty much. Right? Not quite, but close enough. So, but down here we're gonna need a couple, so that means we'll need 8 total. Let's see, can we fit 8 nicely? No, it doesn't quite go. So like that. Well, can we get a more aesthetic arrangement then, perhaps? Something like... like that, perhaps? And these would all be airflow, of course, below. And we'll do just regular tiles. It's gonna be hot. That's gonna be a thought. But I kind of don't mind. It's not gonna be producing a lot of heat. If it does, we can deal with it elsewhere. I'm not gonna like go crazy trying to keep this cool. But the whole idea is that if we can keep this tile full of hydrogen, then, or even this tile still full of hydrogen, maybe I'll go up 2 like that. No, just like this. Well, wait a minute. Should we go like this? Then if the roof is like there, then as long as these 4 tiles stay full of hydrogen, oxygen will never push past them. So we can like put a sensor here to make sure that the pressure is maintained, and then we'll just have like a lock of hydrogen at the top, and oxygen will all have to go down. So let's go ahead. We'll just... I might as well use insulating tiles. It just makes sense. So right here. Do I like how close these are? Maybe I should shift the thing over a little bit. It's okay, it doesn't matter. And we'll have to put the roof on later, because they won't be able to hop to get through things. You know... I'm a little worried about that spacing. Let's redo this a bit further down. So, not further down necessarily, but well, actually further down would be good too. But further over, definitely. Sorry, I'm being indecisive. So, if the ground... So this is going up like this. Say this is the opening. So right like that. We're gonna have a door there. And then we can lay it out from there. I'm gonna leave more space. So we'll put... like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, wait a minute. My bad. And this will be airflow. Like this. Right up to the middle. And then just regular tiles. Sorry, I could be having my dupes working while I do this, I suppose. My bad. I don't want them coming in to mess with this yet, but they can work. They're not going to come over here anyway. And one of these right there. Here, let's leave this open on this side so we can get in. Do the work. They electrolyzers themselves. And that is going to be too high, actually. We want the roof to be right here. It needs to be right on top. That's the only way this lock will work. Although, I think I'm going to move it up one. I am going to move it up one. Yeah. So like that. And then we'll have to make the roof right here. That'll work fine. So get rid of that. Alright, and we'll of course need to deal with power. Let's see, how much are each of these? So, it doesn't tell me. The vents are actually quite expensive, if I remember. Gas pumps are $240 each. So, we're going to have to use a large transformer. So thinking about that, we'll have 2 large transformers, one for left, one for right. And then this one will cover these 2, and this one will also cover the middle one. I like that. I think I'm not gonna mess with it. I know there's more I need to lay out on top, but I'm gonna let them get the main area in first. We've had bad luck with dupes dying because they build their way into things they can't get out of. In fact, just to be safe, let's just leave that door open for a little bit. Okay. How are things going up here? We got this all spread out. Is that thin enough that we can sop it up? Nope. Needs to be a bit more. So cancel all this for now. And just let it go on this side. Food shortage, I know, it's such a big deal. There's all this food, well, we didn't plant this bit, I guess. My bad. Did we actually run out of seeds, perhaps? Okay, we need somebody, a full-time farmer. Who is... So, Joshua, and I'm gonna switch Ellie over to also be a full-time farmer. Apparently she'd be good at building, but I'm not letting her build. I need to go through and redo all our various priorities, just to make sure they still make sense at some point. But for now, it's fine. Anyone I'm telling that they're just not allowed to dig, I think we can make them low priority, so they have something to fall back on. Or build very slowly. Yeah. But we need a farmer. You've got some skill, actually. You're another rancher, so let's make you a farmer also. All our ranchers have a little bit of skill. In fact, can we give people any more? Anyone want to move in that direction? Let's see. Bubbles, you got some room. I'm going to make you better at digging. Otto. You're our main builder. And you've done very well as a builder. I've been seeing you jetting around building things. It's well done. Very impressive. Let's give you some more carrying capacity, perhaps. Hassan, you're moving towards the mechatronics. We can let that happen. Travaldo digging. Nisbet. Nisbet wants to go in the digging, but I'm not letting her. Huh. Everyone else has so many skills. Meep has some room. Can send him this way, but we need to get our morale better before we can really do anything. Yeah, Joshua, I guess, is our main farmer. It would not hurt to pick up another guy as a farmer. Because these are not getting done. Where are your priorities? Alright. Get that done so we can start sopping all this up, please. Alright. Down here, nothing much has happened. I didn't really let them in the door, so probably it's my fault. Good. Now we can start mopping it up. Then we'll drop it somewhere in the future. Mop that up too. Ah, good. Now we can build something right there. And open that up. And it will all fall down there. You know, this has been the strangest map in terms of just biomes just kind of running into each other. Like, look at this. We've got a tide pool biome running into a slime biome, or a swamp biome, and without any sort of abyssalite. It's just gone. It's because there's so many volcanoes and geysers and things. But it does make it weird. Yeah, they're starting to make this happen. And we have all this natural gas down here. I hate it. I really hate this part. I keep hoping that I'll come back and like this has slowly gotten better. All this polluted water is gone. All this polluted oxygen is gone. Well, mostly. It's largely gone. And we're still not seeing much of a change in CO2. Even though this is off now. I guess it's a bit of oxygen's slowly accumulating from this pile. But yeah, these elixirs are just not anywhere near as effective as I thought they might be. Very, very tiny little bits of oil. Guess you can't solve all your problems with just animals. What's going on here? Atmosphere. Yeah, it got stuck in the line between the chlorine and the natural gas. As we expand, we're using up our oxygen. Well, get this done over here, please. This is going to be on for another 40 cycles, so I would like to start pulling some water from there, but it wouldn't be terrible if it takes a while. Now nobody gets stuck. We've lost too many dupes to stupid things like that. One is too many, I swear. New printables. Hey, some omelets. Sure. We could use some more food until our meal ice farms develop a bit more. And crucially, I'm doing this bit, but nothing that I'm doing here in this factory or this power plant, this oxygen factory, requires any exotic materials like steel. And steel is not a very exotic material. So I was just flat out wrong to push for more complicated stuff so early. So let's plan this. We're going to be making 4 of these. 4 of these are producing not quite 450, well, let's see. We're going to be pretty much producing 450 hydrogen per second. Hydrogen generators consume 100, so we can easily run 4 hydrogen generators, if not a 5th. In fact, probably we should, otherwise hydrogen is going to back up. I'm not going to close this off yet, so I think we'll build our power over here. Or even down below. That would work. Yeah, here, go ahead, get rid of those. Knock that out. Knock this down. And we're going to build... Let's see. How big can a power room be? The standard 96 tiles. So, let me see. This is, well, let's see. We're probably going to want it to be 4 tall, even though this is only 3. But this is 4 wide. So that 18 is what we're looking for. We need a battery though also, so maybe 20. In a way though, we don't really need the battery to... We kind of want them to go all the time. But it'd be good to have a battery just so that if it goes in spurts, the whole thing can self-perpetuate. So this we might not bother with a smart battery. So I'm thinking this will be it, and then we'll put, well, so that'd be 16 in a battery, and then we'll put a 16 by 4. That's 18 by 4, so that's 64. And then we'll put a little thing right here for the actual tuner. So this will look like that. And I'll put a ladder on the outside, just for good practice. Yeah, our oxygen's really bad. Yeah, look at this. We're gonna have to move everybody upstairs just so they can breathe. I'm working on it, guys. I have plans. And it will all work out. Anyway, so we're gonna want a station right here. Power control station. And we'll fix the ground. We'll put this all below it. We need to get rid of this spot. We should probably extend this down then, so people can get up. Then we'll have a battery. I said I was going to use 2 large things, so where am I going to put those? I could put... I could put one right there. And then one on here. We have to move this over. Or we could just put it right there, I guess. Yeah, sure, we'll just put it right there. Okay, we're gonna need... this will not be a tile then. That is going to be a joint plate. And we'll have to have one over here, too. I'm never sure about placing a tile on top of a ladder. I never trust that it's going to work. It's a bit of paranoia on my part. Okay, and let's see if we can get everything to fit. It was going to be a jumbo battery. Not a smart battery. Which we'll make out of aluminum. I think I must have used my steel on a random thing, because I don't think... Yeah, probably just... It's in a tile somewhere. I'm sure. We're gonna have to move this over. Okay, and then the actual power plants themselves. Let's use gold amalgam for everything. We got a ton of it. I counted wrong. Okay. Let's delete that. All this goes away. We're gonna go out one step further. My bad. I think Frankie's stuck. Here, get this as a high priority. Oh, you're fine. Never mind. Now you can go this way too, so it all works out. Alright, let's do it from this side for this time, just to make sure we didn't screw anything up again. So, 4 of these. I was gonna do 5 of these, weren't I? Huh. Well, that's more complicated. So if I were to do 5 of these, like that, how big is this room already? This is already 60 tiles. And then we can extend it by 2, and then by 2 again. 24 by 4. That's 96. And we can work with that. Yeah. Okay. This will have to be a joint plate then. Not that one. Here, get rid of all this. Get rid of that. This ladder is misplaced now. Why are you scalding? Don't come down here. This is a terrible place. I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do with all this. I don't, without dropping it down. I guess maybe I could build a little thing like this and just store it there for a bit. Just because otherwise it'll be annoying to get to. Alright, so we got 5 of those. The battery doesn't need to be on the inside. I can put it right outside. Or right here, perhaps. That might be better. So I was imagining putting a transformer right here. We could put a battery right here. How does that look? So we would need the station. Power control station there. This will be a door, and then this a wall. And then ladders would go up like this. We'd have room for a battery here and the transformer there. It's perfect. It even fits nicely. Okay. Here, clear all that out. Get rid of this. Oh, can we build this here? That'll work. Yeah. Then we can just build that right there. Get rid of that. That gives us access to the top of this again. Alright, so let's start talking about how we're gonna get the what we're gonna do with the pipes. So this is going to be all of our hydrogen. I'm just gonna go right through. We'll like use we'll use a bridge to get over that, perhaps. Although no, we're gonna need to have multiple bridges. But either way, this is sufficient. That was a little weird. Okay, and these are going to act in pairs. And we'll just run a line of these 4 down into the middle of the base, perhaps. Or probably we're going to have one go east, one go north, one go south, one go west. So... But to get them there... Well, we can have just one output right here. That might be a way of dealing with that one. The rest of them will hop. And this one will go through here into the main base. Actually, let's make this a bit more of a turn like this. And these two can go down. I don't like how that looks. And we'll run one like to down here and maybe one to like over there or something like that. I don't know. We'll work it out. That building takes up mysteriously a lot of space. Or more than you think it is. Yeah, this looked like such a good place to put it, but then the oxygen line rose. Oh well. And we'll put a vent right here. And I was gonna leave room for automation. My bad. Can I make it happen? Not easily. I don't want them sucking vacuum. That's the issue. I guess I could put a where is it? An ammo sensor right here. And then another one right here. And then these would be the key to these ones down here, and this one would deal with that. But I don't know, I guess it's gonna take a while for that to work. We could do a sort of an and between these two, but I don't want to waste. I think this is gonna be fine. Work, dupes. My bad, I shouldn't tell you to stop. So it's gonna wait till well, I think it'll work out. We'll see. It might take a while for it to even out. We are gonna wanna end it. That's an issue. No, we can make it work. We can make it work. I was thinking, do we want a switch to flip it? Just so we can turn this off, but we can do that just by adjusting the sensor as needed. Why aren't they coming in to do these things? Lazy dupes. I kind of want to say, like, if it's close to your lunchtime, do things closer to the base. Like, the further it is from your break, the further from the base you should be. I'm not gonna take anybody unless I get like a good farmer. Though it seems like we're coming back out ahead with the meal lice. Yeah, it's working out. Morale might be an issue. Where people have been living on tasty omelets all this time, and now we're throwing this yucky insect stuff at them. We didn't do the piping yet. We need to do that also. So this is hot water. I think I probably should use insulating. And be coming out of here. Coming up like this. Going right across and feeding into all these. That works fine. Nothing really complicated there. At some point, we might want to run like a cooling loop through here also, so that we keep it not too hot. But for now, I don't care. I just need oxygen. As long as it doesn't get too much in the way of our farms. Okay, and then the power situation is going to be more complicated. Build out of lead. So we said we were going to have we're going to have heavy wrought wires down here, first of all. So all of this is on a heavy wrought wire. It's going to go up to that, and out here. And we'll have a pair of large transformers. One there, and one like this. And that will turn that one on, this will turn this one, and then we'll use conductive wires. For that, and this one covers this one, right? I think we decided that at one point. Nobody should be starving. We got plenty of food. There's even some yummy lettuce out there. Someone must have had a chance to run out and grab a bunch of lettuce. That's convenient. And you're going to be powering this, which is a bit heavier. So this is 1,000. That would be 1,400, 1,350. And then we're staying under 2,000, just barely. We're gonna have to. We can't build something else off this though. Alright, and for now, we're gonna set these to never go. So do it if it's above 200,000 or 20,000 grams. And we'll just adjust that when we're ready. All this stuff has to actually happen, so please make it happen, guys. Travaldo, where are you? Are you having that much trouble finding food? I think it's just... Is it Travaldo again? Yeah. I think it's just because you're slow or something. And we should not have omelets sitting around. Yeah, high priority. Super high priority, guys. Get the food put away. Although I think it's a sterile environment here, because it's solid CO2. At least we have all this polluted oxygen down here, which has been turned into good oxygen, to be fair. Over time. Okay, this got made, so let's go ahead and just deconstruct that. That won't fill the entire thing up, but I'm hoping it'll fill it enough that we can mop up the rest of it. Nisbet, you are a dear. Everyone else is off lollygagging, playing around, eating food, and then she runs away too. Too bad. It'd probably be better if I made it easier to come here. I could... Oh, I did. I thought I closed this off. No, instead we just have food poisoning all over our base. Oh well. Here, do more research. Get some Renaissance art. This is starting to get knocked out. We're gonna need something to kickstart it, so we'll put a wheel out. I also need that battery that I was talking about. Maybe I should have multiple batteries? Like I could see doing something like that. But this isn't really about the power. The power I just need to power itself, you know? So it needs to produce enough power to run these and a little bit extra to run this desalinator. If nothing else happens, I'm fine with that. I think I'll fill that up from the conductive. Rather than the main trunk. Actually, that's a really bad idea. I don't know why I was thinking that. That's a terrible idea. That would mean that we can't ever generate more than 200, and each of these is 800 or 2,000. So my bad. So it can only ever support 3,000 or 3 of these. generating its power. I'm not sure that made sense, but you get what I mean, I'm sure. Somebody trying to be a hero dupe? Go down into the blazing heat? The utterly broken oil well, that doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. Our dead farm, our slightly better looking farm. Otto, are you stuck, perhaps? No, you can get down. You're just... Maybe you can't... They should be able to go all the way around and get back to their home. It's awfully far away, though. Here, let's try to make this a little easier for them by just putting a door here. Then they can stop going this way. Then let's go ahead and make it so they can't come back through that door. Alright, the other way around. So they can't go through. They can't go to the bathroom and then leave. They have to go back past the sinks, which will often mean going this way. Yeah, I should put a couple things there. Someone got hurt. You should rest a bit, Bubbles. This is starting to shape up. It's taking some time. Everything takes time in this game, but I'm thinking this is going to work out well. I might be doing it too grand. Like, I might be trying to make something more than it really needs to be. I could have just done this with, I don't know, with like 2 of these, and then 1 gas pump between them. Like a small thing there, and then another small thing right here. It didn't need to be one big unified structure. But oh well. New dupes? Any major farmer? No. Oxifern won't use it, but, you know, good to know it's there. Although, maybe I should just plant some Oxifern. I mean, we've got quite a bit of CO2. Like, outside of this little area where I'm actually turning it into oil. How hot is it down here? It's 70 degrees. What do Oxyferns... cancel. Oxyfern, one of you. You're good up to 40. But no, this area is all too hot. Never mind. You're not allowed to starve anymore, we got calories. It's weird that they went and did this like right away, and they still haven't done this bit, even though they were the same priority, and this is actually further away from their home. It's like, I don't know, not quite sure what's going on there. Here, get that door put in. We don't want pips running wild and all that. Polluted oxygen? Why is this here? Is there anything I need to be above for? I think I can start closing this off. they could do all this wiring from beneath. Yeah, this area is ready. I think. Oh, we're desperately in need of some more oxygen. It's a real problem. Here, I'm just curious about this. So, people are spending 9% of their workday recovering their breath. Oh my. Interesting. Meep's main job is storing gold amalgam? That's curious. Huh. Anyway, we're fixing it. Eventually we'll fix it. Okay, you guys need to stop coming down here. There's nothing down here worth getting. I thought I was gonna put a door or something. I did. There, don't go through there anymore. And who was that? That was Bubbles? Bubbles, get in bed. Oh my god, that's a lot of hatches. 32 hatches! So I was trying to do some math, trying to figure out if I wanted to survive on barbecue with like 20 dupes, I think I would need to kill 5 animals a day. Or perhaps even more. But that's kind of like the minimum. That would be if all, and to get 5 animals a day, if all of them are happy and laying eggs and groomed all the time, we would need to have 5 pens of at least 7 animals. And each one of them would produce about an egg a day. About 1 new animal a day. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to turn these hatches into 5 ones, which would need 35 creatures, which we're pretty close to. In fact, we might have it if we have like a bunch of random hatches all over the place. How are these guys doing? They're cramped. They're glum. They've got too many eggs around, but I don't care. You're still growing your scales. You know, there's a thought. We have our, we have this way down here. Let's get rid of that. And let's build a storage bin up here, so they don't have to go so far to get lead. Where did this come from? Must have been one of those random tiles that gets placed when you are, when you're trying to do something when the game is saving. Okay, this happened. So I could clear out this too. Although it's kind of nice to have this little natural boundary there that we just cut into and are now spilling polluted oxygen into the world from. If nothing else, it's a source of oxygen nearby. And let's make that a little higher priority, just to stop the pollution. How's this coming? Nothing's happening. Why is nothing happening? Because it's nighttime. Fair enough. And we haven't high priorited everything. Oh, I should sweep. I should sweep all this stuff up first. Otherwise it's gonna look ugly. We need to get all this junk out of here. And there is still this little bit right there. What does it not... Oh, it doesn't have power. Everything can be swept though. Oh, they're having some trouble with the oxygen. They are, very much so. This good? Yeah, it's going. Perfect. You know, this is producing surprisingly little power. I was thinking that would suddenly take off and this would be full up before I had a plan for dealing with the polluted water. But no, it doesn't seem to be a thing. No starving allowed, Frankie. You know, what does slime lung actually do? It's breath reduction, athletics reduction, coughing. That's not that bad. It could be so much worse than that. Okay, you shouldn't be tuning this yet. There's no need to tune it. But I can't seem to make them not. Come and clean this. I want to close this up and turn it on. Our dupes are giving me some hassles. I do have to make sure I have places to drop it, which I do. I like it when they stop midway down the fire pole to catch their breath. More dupes. Ooh, some steel. I'll take it. It's only a little bit, but still. Every little bit is more that I don't have to make myself. Why aren't they bringing that sage hatch down here? They should have released it down here in the first time. Oh, because I didn't have that checked. Oh, they're stopping by the little oxiferns just to have somewhere to breathe. That's not bad. That's, you know, nice little backup system. Okay, guys, you can stop trying to tune these up. Like, what are you doing? It's not even on. Just get it tinkered, and then you'll be done for a couple days. Okay, wait. No, I have a better idea. Delete this door. Then you can't tinker it. Because now it's not in a room anymore. Ha 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 ha. Where's my starting wheel? I was gonna make a starting wheel just to make it be able to go. I didn't build it, I guess. Where should I put it? Sure. Like, I don't even mind if this starts going. It's just gonna make a bunch of hydrogen and oxygen in the atmosphere while we get this cleaned out. As much as this guy can go. Get that done, probably high priority. Better than tuning those machines. And these should all be disabled because of the ammo sensor. See, I want the dupes to want to come over here. That way they'll get their nice breathful of oxygen. Almost made it. This can be open full time, I guess. For a little bit. I don't know why they're complaining. They have all this polluted oxygen right in this area. I want to be annoyed of my dupes, but I know it's my fault. I screwed it up. It would all be going fine if I'd done this in the right order instead of... Why are people making a mess? Are the bathrooms not working? They're not. Why aren't people dealing with the bathrooms? High priority, dudes. You gotta deal with the bathrooms. Oh, now this is a mess down here. And this didn't help at all. Look at this pathetic amount of crude oil that all these slicksters have made. I am so disappointed in them. Another mess. Right down the center shaft to here. Great. Good. Those are done. You're going, but nothing is happening. It just takes a little bit to go. Apparently you're... okay. We need to get over that threshold of 480 so that that this can run enough to send a little bit of water down the way. This is a much better use of your time. Hey, we got some water. Hey, we got some oxygen. Just so they have something to breathe over here and finish the job. Any day now, guys. Are they out of space over here? No, they're getting there. It just takes some time. Because they always drop their things halfway because it's no oxygen for them to breathe. How are things going on over here? We're slowly getting some stuff. It's cleaning itself out eventually. This is gonna be a little tricky to deal with. This bit here might make another hole down here to sop that up. At least the food situation is all turned around now. We got tons of food. Look at all that lettuce. 51,000 calories. 32 critters still. I think we're out of like regular hatch eggs. It's because everyone's so glum. There. The moment they're down, they're not cramped anymore, but they're still glum, which means they're producing. Their reproduction is going up very slowly. A few of them are getting groomed each time. I thought they were. I'm not seeing the one that's not glum. There's one. This guy. So his reproduction is still going up at 17%, as if he were not cramped. All the time he's burrowed here. Making eggs for me. Alright. Yeah, and this is going a bit. You're almost done, guys. Just get this last little bit over here. And then you can have oxygen? Or stop running on the thing? Only one person was slime mung still. Just Hassan. I think that's just because the rest of them have antibodies. What was that noise? It sounded terrible. It's the desalinator. It's not that bad. Come on, guys. Why aren't they getting these things? Here, a mealwood seed. Somebody get it. I should raise the priorities on storing a little bit for people. Or what I should do is just build another one of these right here, so we just get out of the room and get started. Ah, good. This spread out. We can stop it up. What is this? Just a random little gas pipe in the air? Some bristleberry, a bit more food. Ah, there. You can have anything that can be swept. Just put in. At a super high priority. Go and get everything. Sure. There we go. Meep will have this whole place cleared out in just a few minutes. Look at that, man, carrying around 2 tons of dirt on his back. What a champion. Here, start getting this filled in. Oh, that's it. There we go. Wow, nice. They can get it from on top. They'll be fine. Look at this. It's actually blue. How long has it been since we saw something blue that wasn't polluted? Even the polluted oxygen is getting a bit thin. Why is no one coming for this? Here, you guys, lower priority this. Build my thing instead. Frankie, we could use you right down here, you know? There you go, Frankie. Go back to your work. Come on. Oh, it's not all high priority. So they're probably getting confused about what they can and cannot do. There we go. 33 of them in there now. How are we doing on plastic? Like, I know we've been cutting stuff out. We got 8 tons of plastic. Nice. I should probably, you know, make comfy beds for people. Yeah, we could do that. We probably should. Yeah, you definitely need to make sure these guys are sheared more than groomed. There you go, Ellie. You're making it happen. Now, one issue is that because our pressure has gotten so low down here, more and more of the hydrogen is getting down into this bottom square and escaping out that way. So we might need to refill this with hydrogen eventually. Alright, let's close these doors. And that's super high priority, guys. Alright, what is your pressure? Your pressure is 1585. So I want to say, well, let's wait for the door to close first. There he comes. No? No? You got bored? There you go. Okay. So I want to say for these, if the pressure is below, 1,000, no, above 1,000. If it's above 1,000, then you can start sucking it out. And same for this one, above 1,000. But for the hydrogen, I'm going to say, wait, no, other way around. These should be above 500. Yeah. Above 500. And then this will be above 1,000. So until the hydrogen accumulates, in fact, I'm going to go ahead and set it above 1,500 to give the hydrogen more than enough time to accumulate up here while sucking out the oxygen for a while. That will have a nice little layer. Like as soon as this square is just consistent, as soon as the top squares are consistently hydrogen, we'll never have to worry about hydrogen getting into the square. There might be a little bit. Like it would not surprise me if when we begin this, we see some of this coming right out. Because, what am I saying? Because it will take a while to clear out the oxygen in this area itself. But once we have the top all cleared out, and this little bit of oxygen there all cleared out, it'll be perfect. We need to have some vents on the central lines. I didn't think about that. Let's just... So I've got one going that way, but it's inactive right now. This one's already venting. Let's send this one through the Draco. Yeah, it's kind of messy. That's gonna be terrible. That would ruin all our crops we just planted. Let's just bring it down here. Right below the carbon skimmers. No, that's a bad idea. Let's put it through here. And just vent it right there. For now. Eventually we might want to do something more complicated. But for now we can just vent this in the general area of the things we want people to be working on. Same issue there. At the moment, just disconnect the two. And this isn't going to start working until this accumulates quite a bit of hydrogen up here. Unless we run on the things. But once we do, it should be self-sustaining. Especially once we make this a room again. And they tune these engines. Come on, guys, get it made. And fix the bathrooms. This is gonna be a disaster because we don't have the right bathrooms. We had to dig up the ground beneath them. Yeah, all these made of messes. We're never gonna get this area clear. Our poor slicksters! Our poor slicksters! It's just horrible. I'm gonna drop it down onto the ground. Just down here. Down to this little bit. That's fine. Just clear it all out. Give me part of a fire break down to this area. Oh, they can't get down there, can they? There we go. Okay, well there's a bunch of oxygen. These are hitting max gas pressure. I think we're good up here. Like, this hydrogen layer will not move as long as we keep it up there. Oh, of course, this isn't powered. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Another wheel? But then we need to go inside. So no, we'll do it outside. Like, there. Like, I don't want the lower ones to start pulling out the hydrogen. And as right now, it's actually measuring the hydrogen, the hydrogen concentration, not the oxygen. A little bit. I might not be understanding how this is working. Like, I really think I wish I could have gotten these down here into the into this same room. I probably should have left another tile of room. Or maybe spread it all out, one on each side, so like go a bit further out that way. Then we can put one right in the middle. Okay, so the first little bit did contain some oxygen, but now these are able to go, and this is able to go. Go ahead, bring the lead in, and it should self-sustain. Let me just wait for these to fill up a little bit. We should never need two wheels, at least. Let's set this to below 10. Yeah, the battery is full, so it's going. But is this battery? That battery's not on this circuit. Wait a minute. Did I? I never hooked this circuit up. Well, that's embarrassing. Okay. And that battery is on the main line, so no, it doesn't matter. There's no reason not to go in here. You can go fix these things. Empty pipe. Oh yeah, because we're not pulling in water. Because of this. New printables. Bunch of fried mushroom? Sure. And it seems to be self-sorting. Like, I'm not seeing any hydrogen get in here. I'm occasionally seeing some carbon dioxide and things, but no hydrogen. And I haven't seen any other oxygen get in here. I like it. I think it's working. How did this mealwood seed get there? Lazy. Lazy dupes. And if these are tuned, then they're going to produce quite an excess of power. Might actually be able to run some other stuff off this. But right now, I'm not even going to tie it into my line. I want my oxygen production just completely separate from the rest of the base. It's annoying that they're still running. They shouldn't be. Now we're getting some hydrogen on this side. Maybe I should set this a little lower. I do wish I'd been able to... I don't technically need that airflow tile. We could go in there and mess with it still. Just lower these down a step. Because right now, the square right in the middle is... let's do that. Okay, everyone, you're allowed to go back inside. Delete these 2 airflow tiles. Or actually, wait a minute. Delete that tile. It doesn't need to be there. And, well, that already is in the right spot, too. We need to get rid of... We do need to get rid of these. So, deconstruct that, deconstruct that. But you can wait for a moment. You're not allowed to go in there yet. We'll come in after the fact. Alright. Build these right there. And again, very high priority. Look at all that oxygen. It's beautiful. Come on, guys. Get this built. Someday. Otto will do it. At some point. It's only a level 9 task that he has max priority on. But you know, man's gotta eat. Alright. I'm not actually sure how that works when we have multiple things hooked up to the same thing. Let's just turn this so if it's above forever, what actually happens? It looks like this green dominates. But this needs to be if above 300. But I still want to get in there because I don't trust that these work. So go ahead. You can go in and out. We can't get rid of that one. Not easily. Not without deleting this tile. Which will let all the hydrogen out. But I think that's what we'll do. So, super high priority on this. Super high priority, just getting rid of that, and that. And hopefully they can get rid of this, hop right there, get rid of that, and then we'll build it up again. Super high priorities, guys. We're losing hydrogen. I guess I could put a door or something. Anytime now, guys. In this bit. Like now we're getting contamination on the line. After I pair these up again. There we go. Oh, apparently it's hot in here too. Yeah, it's in the 50s. Super duper high priority. Come on. Come on, dupes. There you go. Hopefully that will mean there'll be less hydrogen on these lines. You know, I suppose I could build another thing right here. That would make it even more likely that the hydrogen would stay up. Something to be worth thinking about in the future. But for now, I don't want to mess with it. We're not going to mess. Now, wait a minute. You shouldn't be going to this. Because this battery is full. So I think I just need to disable this. Maybe make a very low priority. Unfortunately, I do want them to go on it. I just... Maybe I can make another battery. Another... Let's see. It's kind of good to have this side have a little bit of a backup, because that's what's powering our hydrogen. And the hydrogen only gets to this battery at first. So yeah, okay, go ahead, enable that again. Very high priority, but only when it's super low. And this all seems to be going well. We're never accumulating hydrogen here. It always just goes full percent of the time. Should I change that? Not now. At some point we might try to bleed some of this power, this excess power that's making, back into our system. But for now, as long as the batteries are full, I want it making power. I want it making oxygen. So we're already starting to see some improvement in our main base, and this will presumably also improve our productivity. What's with this? Why isn't it going downhill? I guess it's so low that it can be swept up. Yeah, when there's multiple types of liquids in the same area, it just looks funny. Looks like we might be having some trouble with water over here. Huh. We did fill it back up again in lumber, so I could turn this back on. This is what was powering the rest of my base. And then we could make steel again. We could try to get this working. We could do lots of sort of stuff, but I think the next goal is food. Hey! You turned into a weird fish. A goldfish. Interesting. What do goldfishes do? They eat algae and excrete polluted dirt, which is terrible. I guess it's too cold, so it ended up turning into a goldfish? No, it should be fine. I guess there's just a random 2% chance that they might hit it instead of a fry egg. Well, that's cool. Which probably means we have some fish around somewhere. Probably we ate it already. Let me make it so that they don't do that in the future. The fillet, yeah, don't eat that. Wait until we cook it first, please. Spicy tofu? That's pinch of pepper stuff, right? Not something I can make here. This should all be barbecue. Was I not making Oh wait, I'm not using that, I'm using this. Yeah, my bad. Cooked fish there. Barbecue, gristleberry. Yeah, that's okay, that's fine. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff to sop up there. Where'd this come from? I have no idea. Sometimes we just find random stuff in our base. It might be that this heated up too much or something and state transitioned and then came back. Or something. I don't know. It can be confusing. Alright. We are producing some oxygen down here again because we cleared this out. Do we need to be? Probably not. This area is still a disaster zone area. Look at this. It's all gray and ugly. This is actually full of polluted oxygen. Interesting. Did they eat up all that CO2? Or did it just flow past them down here? I think probably the latter. How do I want to solve that? We can vent it up, I guess. Here, let's put a little generator down here. Big battery. And a little tiny mini gas pump. And we'll just drop it inside until we run out of CO2. Sure, what a terrible problem to have. We're gonna have to need scaffolding to make that happen, but that's okay. Now I don't want them coming through here. Good. Let's close off. But yeah, since we got rid of, we stopped running this, there's been no inputs, and since none could flow down from here, they've just been slowly dying, I guess, for lack of oxygen, or for lack of CO2. This is dormant. It's been dormant for a while. We're not even using it. I've been a bit focused on the oxygen part of my base, and now I'm getting back into the rest of it. I do want to keep on messing with this. Just clear out this entire area. And then we'll build a new living area, I believe. A new place for my dupes to live. This is still going? Yeah. It makes me nervous because I kind of want them... I kind of wish they would not use up the power, but I don't care that much. You know, you're having some problems. Why? Because we don't have a battery on your side either. Sure, we'll put a battery on your side too. Just a little backup, just to make sure that things don't get broken up here. How's our oxygen production going this time? So a couple days ago we were producing, well, a couple days ago we were still headed on. A few days ago we were producing 340, 250, 340, 240, 350, and then back up to 1,000. And today, 1,000. The next day, 1,200. Today, almost nothing. But it's just begun. What about our power? Our power wasted. Ooh. Ooh. Those hydrogen generators are way overproducing. We need to start using that power. Like, what's the plan there? If I just have a bunch of extra power, what do I do with it? I could run a lot more incubators. I could eventually run all those smelters. I could do a lot more automation. I could do tubes. I haven't done tubes before. I'm very curious about them. The whole transit tubes. That would be cool. But I don't think that can wait a bit. For now, let's just get this power into a useful format so we're not burning the coal anymore. You know, I really should use a smart battery. I think I will. I'm gonna put a smart battery here, and we'll just... I'm going to trust that we'll be able to use our power fast enough that we won't run out of oxygen. Look at this. Where did steel go? I didn't build anything out of steel. Something must have been built from steel by default, because we had like 200 there or something. So we'll find like a random steel battery or something somewhere. That's lead. That's aluminum ore. Don't know. It's something. Anyway. What was I doing? I need... Oh, probably it's the automation wire I made out of steel at some point, which would be a shame. Those autosaves are treacherous, I swear. So this battery is not on the main line. It's only going to be powered from here. It should be fine to do it that way, right? Because okay, wait a minute. I remember now. This lets you do 4,000, not 2,000, which means we actually have to be careful we're not overloading. Anyway. Like, we're not even using all the oxygen we're producing anyway. So I think it's fine to slow it down a bit. So you can stop at 70 and start at 60. And now they're all disabled, and the hydrogen will slowly fill up, and then we'll always have a nice little supply of hydrogen there. Perfect! This has barely been gone at all, like, this entire time. We're just wasting our lead on microchips. Eventually we're going to have this gold volcano, and we'll be able to have a silly amount of gold, but that's still to come. Haven't quite worked out that yet. Have this other one here. Don't exactly know what to do with that. We have so many sources of infinite water. Like we've got the cool steam vent, we got the other cool steam vent, we've got what is it? We had this saltwater geyser, that saltwater geyser. And wasn't there another one somewhere around here? That's hydrogen, natural gas, which again is infinite source of water and power. These are just volcanoes. I thought we had like a polluted oxygen vent somewhere. I could be wrong. Nah, whatever. What do we got today? Ooh, some barbecue. Lovely. Alright, I think we will stop here. We're past the 2-hour mark, and I apologize for my little rage quit yesterday. I'm thinking about this open area and beginning a new base. Basically, I'm gonna give up this base down here. This will be our ranching base. Up here will be our living base. Then we'll like maybe put some poles or something between the two, and dupes won't have to. Dupes will be able to have their own rooms and have their meals closer to their to where they're trying to rest, and actually have a plumbed bathroom and all that sort of thing. I think it'll be great. We have enough plastic to give everybody their own room. That'll be awesome. 8.4 tons. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Till next time.